Hi everyone, welcome back to Comfy Cozy Crochet with Tris. I am Tris and this is podcast number 15. So we're going to do a crochet chit chat today and we just have a couple of things to mention. So I've got a kind of finished object. This seems to be a theme here. And I've got one whip that I can show you, and then I've got more that are going on in the background. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, so the first thing I did was we had one of my best friends had a birthday on Monday. Got to see him on Sunday for a birthday dinner, but he was like, hey, you should crochet me a hat. And so I got on it and I decided to go with one of Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet's patterns because she's amazing and she does really good unisex patterns. You know, they're not terribly masculine or terribly feminine and they just work no matter what. He said he wanted earth tone colors. So I had some mill ends that were big twist mill ends that I got a long time ago. This is super, super squishy soft. It's kind of an oatmeal color. This is what's left of the skein that I've got. And I think this was probably the Big Twist Premium back when they had that. Really squishy soft. Could have been the Big Twist Baby as well. Hard telling, but that's that. And so I picked Crystal at Bag O' Day's pattern number 523. Just says do it your DIY unisex beanie or something as the title. I've heard people call this particular pattern the chocolate bonbon hat, and when I searched YouTube for Bag O' Day chocolate bonbon, this is what came up, but it's nowhere in the title. So I'm a little confused about where that name came from, but regardless, here it is, and it is still attached to the skein of yarn at the moment because this is about a repeat too long. I tried it on Sean this afternoon, my husband, and he's like, yeah, it's like this much too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and frog out to here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just do the quick little band that I already have down here. I'm just gonna move it up a little bit. So that's gonna be super easy and it will be finished tonight while I'm finishing this video. So I'm just gonna call that a finished object because it will be in the next few minutes. But it looks ridiculous on me actually. It ends up being a total like slouchy hat on me, just kind of crazy because it is just so much too long. And on Sean, it just stuck up a bit above his head or came to below his eyes. So gnome number 2 that I've made. But anyway, I really like how it turned out. There's so much beautiful stitch definition, both with the sort of ribbing texture that comes with those back loop only single crochets and the beautiful post stitches that come with it. So there is that, and I went with that kind of dried cement oatmeal porridge type color for him because I figured it would just go with everything, and if he's on job sites or whatever, he can wear that and it'll just work for him. And I may make him another one. We'll see. We'll see how this one fits him first, but that got done. And then my new friend Sharon over at the Stitch Foundry, hi Sharon, she had commented on one of my videos and I found her channel and she's excellent. I will link her down below. She doesn't have a ton of videos yet. She's fairly new to YouTube, but she is a seasoned veteran, it looks like, on Instagram. So go and find her. You can look for her at the Stitch Foundry pretty much anywhere, I think. And she's also got a blog. Well, she was talking about on her video that she had a new shawl pattern, and she said, you know, I made it in a whirl. I'd love to see what it looks like in other yarns. Let me know if you're interested. So I emailed her, or I commented back and said, hey, you know, I think this would look awesome in a red heart ombre, and it would just be bigger and just have different drape. What do you think? And so she was kind enough to send me the pattern and said, yeah, let's see how it looks. So I have gotten that started now. I went ahead and chose the color Sea Coral in the red heart ombre. That's what that looks like. And For those of you who want the stats, it is 100% acrylic for medium weight. They call for an I9 hook or a 5.5 millimeter. They say machine wash and dry. Made in the USA of imported fibers. 10 ounces, 283 grams, 482 yards, or 440 meters. And again, the color is sea coral. So totally up my alley color-wise. I've never used this color in the Red Heart Ombre. I've used the deep teal before, and I think I've used the peach, which I think is called Jazzy or Jazzy Fuchsia or something like that. So I was really excited to use this. Now, I haven't gotten very far on Sharon's shawl yet because I did just start it, but I've been so excited to get started on it that I just couldn't wait any longer. I had to get it started today. So, I'm just beginning the second repeat here, but this is what it's looking like thus far. To get that in there. How pretty is that? And there were 4 setup rounds or rows, and then it's a 2-row repeat. So you do rows 1 through 6, and then you repeat 5 and 6. So beautiful, right? I absolutely love this pattern. She was sort of calling it like a modern virus shawl, and that is sort of what it is. It's a lot easier than a virus shawl. Several less rows repeat there, but it's got a really pretty texture. I hope that it's doing it justice on the camera. I know that it will as I get more rows. And it'll stop trying to focus on my face instead of the beautiful shawl. But we're starting to see that pretty fade in the color as well, as you can see. And I am just so thrilled to get further along with this. So as soon as I finish that hat, I'm going to be going back to this and working on it some more because I really found it to be a very nice pattern. I am using a J hook or a 5.75 millimeter boy hook. It is not wanting to focus, so just take my word for it. But it's a 5.75 boy hook, both for the hat and the shawl. I have also been spending a lot of time on my scarf tutorial, which will hopefully be going live within the week. Don't hold your breath, but be on the lookout. And I've done a lot of editing, and I can say definitively that the tutorial gets better as it goes. So if you're a little bit confused in the beginning, please stick with it because it does get better throughout. It's such an easy, beautiful stitch. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And I've actually adapted that into my own pattern for a blanket. So I've been doing a lot of working on that. I'm already into the second cake of that blanket. I'm not going to show it. I don't want to spoil it. And I want you guys to be able to see it for the tutorial that's coming up. So that is coming up in the near future as well. So even though it looks like I only have a couple of items to show you, I have a lot going on behind the scenes, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. I do apologize. It seems like the last couple of podcasts I have had not a whole lot to show you all, and that's because of how much is going on in the background with tutorials. Not that anything is going on in the background at all here. It's completely bare. What's up with that? One last thing I wanted to show you guys was I did a little bit of acquisition shopping. My little kiddo is going to be 17 months old on March 11th. And I decided that even though he's not really very big into stuffed animals and loveys and things like that thus far, I just have to make him a lovey for Easter. So I went ahead and I bought I did some research on little stuffed animals, and I have a couple of them on order that are super, super cute little bunny rabbits that, you know, not super big, but big enough to tie a lovey around his neck, and he can play with that, and it'll just be adorable in an Easter basket, even if he never plays with it, right? Hopefully he does, though. But anyway, I saw that they were selling like a 12 pack of cute little bunnies of different colors. They were all the same. And I saw this kid holding it, and it looks like it went to about here, right? So they came from Amazon. This is the entire package of bunnies. Should we open it? Shall we? I will give them this. They are very soft. Oh. And they're actually pretty cute for little teeny tiny little bunnies. I'm gonna put my index finger next to it just for good measure so you can get a little, or here's my hand. Kind of chubby fingers though, so that's making it look bigger than it is. I would say maybe 4 inches. And they're cute, don't get me wrong, they're soft. But my guess is they're probably not super baby friendly. They're super, super little. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. There are 2 of the cream, it looks like 2 in an olive green. 2 in kind of this camel color. I mean, that's like straight up olive green. Who's gonna do something with olive green? 3 pinks and 3 blues. Can you see them in there? So they're pretty stinking cute. Maybe a couple of them will still go in Grant's Easter basket and in my 2 different nephews' Easter basket that are just a few months younger than him. We're gonna have to watch those eyes though. They don't look like safety eyes to me. But they're soft. We'll see. Maybe they'll play with them. I don't know. Maybe I'll put them in one of those plastic Easter eggs and they can pop out. I don't know. Grant loves to put things inside of other objects. Like if there's a basket or a box or a bin or a cup, he wants to put items in there. Or we will find, he'll get into a cabinet, take things out of that cabinet, and then put them in a different cabinet, and then take something out of that and replace it and put it somewhere else. So we'll find like a pacifier in the drawer with the toothbrushes and toothpaste, and then we'll find like the toothbrush in my nightstand, and then we'll find like my crochet hooks on his bookshelf, and a shoe possibly on a kitchen chair, and maybe like his water sippy cup in the shoe rack, right? That's how things work around here, because he's always really good at putting things away. But they're always like, I'm gonna put this here, and we'll swap those. Anyway, so I suppose I can do a little hide and seek with these little guys and maybe put them in little eggs or something for him. Anyway, they are super cute, but how disappointing. I can't believe they're so small, because I kid you not, they were holding it like this in the photo and it was this big. I'm just like, for real? That was false advertising. And I can tell you right now that I was looking for dimensions and I scrolled across and found that photo and stopped looking for dimensions. So it's my own fault. I trusted the photo and didn't think about it was probably a 2-month-old's hand. But anyway, so that is what I've got for you. My little fail of an acquisition here, that I'm going to find something to do with those. Please do let me know down below if you've got any ideas. Maybe I can do like a bunting or something. It might be kind of weird to have like bunnies strung up though. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I'm trying to pull it out of my ear here. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a great week. I can almost promise you that in the next week we will have more finished objects, more works in progress, very probably a tutorial, and another one on the way. So please hang in there. Don't give up on me. If you are new to this channel, please think about liking, subscribing, joining this family. I call you guys my family because you're friends almost family, and I just absolutely adore chatting with you guys in the comments and seeing what you guys are up to. So don't forget to put me a little comment there and let me know what's up with you guys in your little corner of the world. What are you working on? Are you working on anything for Easter or Easter related? What's everybody doing? Okay, so I will talk to you soon. I love you guys. I hope that you're having a great evening, day, week, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.